So recovering from this bizarre state of mind that has been ingrained in me for so long with the so-called codependent, which Ross Rosenberg says I redubbed this self-love deficit disorder. Lack of self-love. One thing I noticed about it that is cropping up from time to time in my mind is that stupid, twisted voice in the mind saying, how can you be so happy when your kids are still damaged from what you've done? How can you be so lighthearted and excited about your own recovery when your kids are, behind you in their recoveries? Because first, their age, but actually they're like shuttling so far ahead of me at the same ages. I'm hoping I'm hoping that I am able to be a type of help to them that way. I'm hoping, because I'm interacting with them about it, saying, yeah, I noticed this about myself, blah, blah, blah. Maybe if you are having these feelings, let's, address it immediately. Like, just keep watching those videos about codependency and about narcissist abuse and just keep watching them. Find the ones that realize that it doesn't make you like lesser or a weak person that you have possibly fallen into these behavioral patterns or thought patterns, but it means that, you were strong and you adapted. And now it's time to readapt to your adult self and remove these people from your lives and these things that make you feel this way. So I'm feeling I'm not letting it set in, but I'm having thoughts of how dare you? Like, how could you, like, what must your children think that you're so thrilled when they know that I know they're struggling with a lot of psychological damage that I incurred on them. Based on, what, it was just like reverberating damage. I was damaged. It was like they took some of the flack, the fallout. How dare I be so happy? Because I've never been able to be happy. I'm going to be happy even if I know they're struggling, because I feel like the communication between me and my daughters is open enough at this point that I feel like they're okay with it. They've always told me they wanted me to be happy. They just wouldn't be happy. But really what they wanted was for me to be happy inside of the narrative. And I don't think they understand that completely. I don't think they believe that that's true, but I know that it's true because of their response when I would get happy in the past or for a moment here and there. But I think that they've moved right up over that speed bump, and I think that I hope, I don't know for sure, but I feel like they've jumped that hump. And now they can see that it's okay that I'm happy, even if they're struggling. Like, I don't have to lament and rent my garments every day. Oh, my children are suffering, because I did that for many, many years. It didn't help them that I did that. I didn't do it because I was trying to put on a show that I cared. I genuinely was torn to pieces that my children were suffering. So now I have to step outside of the whole arena and go, you know what? They got this. Thank goodness that there's so many good psychologists and I understand that the realm of psychology there's a lot of BS mixed, but there's truth in it. And we need to pull that truth out, apply it to our lives and say, yeah, we can do this. We can do it. They're doing it. I feel really strongly that they're going to recover. I'm hoping that they'll make leaps. There's a timetable that it takes. This stuff is so deeply ingrained. And see, I just want them to wake up tomorrow and feel like they realize the things that I felt. It's going to take them longer because they've just gotten started too. But my hope and my belief really is that it's not going to take them nearly as long. Because we didn't have, us people in our 50s, 60s, we didn't have the internet with all these videos and the cool psychologists explaining what happened to us. We didn't have that. We got it now. So I'm hoping by the time they're 35, they'll be done with this shit. And even by 33, my one daughter's 30, my one's 27. It's like, man, if within the next 2 or 3 years they can completely tie this up and frickin' toss it out of their lives, man, I would just be like super thrilled. All right. Peace out, YouTube. Don't feel guilty when you've recovered enough to not constantly feel bad about your kids suffering. Don't do it! Right, Beth?
Right.
Right! Okay!